I'm going to apologize in advance because this video might kind of suck. Because I just got back from Yosemite with my Girl Scout troop like an hour ago. And I've been gone since like 5 in the morning on Saturday. And my knee's really messed up because I like totally like fell on some black ice. And it's all like swollen and the painkillers are making my brain kind of misbehave. But it is Monday, and it is the first official non-weekend day of my spring break. Yeah. So in my video today, I'm going to talk about something I heard on the news, I think, a week or two ago, because it was the video I was going to do, last week, but then I answered Syrian's question, or Kieran, I think that's it, Kieran. I answered Kieran's question about my politics. So, basically, I was watching American Idol, and it ended, and there was this little, like, news clip on that they were going to talk about later, and I didn't actually bother staying up and watching the actual news clip, because it was, like, 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, I have school tomorrow, I'm going to go to bed. But the gist of it was that people were, like, freaking out, because, oh my god, the school is in a budget deficit, and, oh my god, people are trying to cut the sports programs. And I, for one, was kind of like, yeah. Like, because people were freaking out, like, oh, they're gonna have to charge $100 a year for sports, and oh my god. And I was just kind of like, why is this an issue? Really? I mean, art programs have been charging lab fees for years for supplies for their students, and people are spazzing out when they say, oh my god, they might have to charge $100 a year for people to play sports. You're not supposed to charge for sports. Sports are the most important thing ever. I'm really sorry if I just offended someone did right there, but I'm not a fan of athletics in schools. But I just kind of thought it was ridiculous that people have been cutting funding from the arts and cutting the arts out of the schools and for years. I mean, it's always the first thing to go. And my art teacher has had to, the Art 2 students last year had to pay $35 for their like art supplies, like colored pencils and paints, watercolor paints and pastels and that sort of thing. They had to pay $35, which is actually a pretty good deal. And this year, my art teacher's funding got cut, and she had to charge the Art 2 students $45 this year, like the beginning of the school year. And then next school year, she's probably going to have to up the price to $50 or $60. And it's going to have to, you know, and by consequence, the Art 1 supplies have gone up, and the Art 3s, and the AP class has just shot up. Because there's the supply fees along with the AP test fees, because you ship the portfolio off to a college board and they review it and they give you a grade of a 1 through a 5. But I just thought, why people haven't done this before? I mean, I understand that people like sports and that sports help get scholarships and sports do this and sports do that and sports are the most important thing on the planet to some people. But they're not the most important thing on the planet to all people. And I know a lot of people who, if the arts programs didn't exist, I don't know what they would do. I don't know what I would do. And I just think it's kind of sad that people, well, not everyone, but the majority of the population doesn't even think twice about cutting from the art budget. But the minute someone says, oh, let's charge for sports, everyone, like, freaks out, and I just think it's kind of horrifying. But I suppose I am kind of biased, because I am not athletic. My PE teachers have a tendency to really dislike me. I am artistic, and my art teachers have a tendency to really like me. But that is because I am artistic, and my PE teachers don't like me because I'm not athletic. I got kicked out of early flight PE this year, because I messed up my knee, and I could barely walk. And she basically, I'd been out of PE for like 2 weeks, and my teacher came up to me and was like, you need to be able to participate by Monday, or you need to get out of my class because I'm going to fail you. There we go. So that's basically the gist of this video, is that I think it's kind of ridiculous and horrifying that people have not thought of this before, and when someone finally thinks of it, everyone, like, spazzes out and says, you can't do that, blah, 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 blah. Sports are the only reason kids come to school. Ugh. And once again, I'm sorry if that view has offended you, because I'm really kind of adamant about sports not being the kind of, like, epitome of high school, because they're not. There are so many, like, more important things. So, and, you know, it's such a limited career, athletics, because it's so easy to, you know, you could sprain something, or tear some tendon, or break something, and not be able to do it ever again. And if that's all you went to college for is sports, and you didn't bother trying to have the brains to do anything else, what do you do with yourself? Yeah, that's pretty much my views on the matter. So, have a good week, and don't forget to be awesome. And if there's anyone else in the 7 days of left of awesome that's on spring break, have a good vacation. Bye.